A historical account of an unlikely ascent. The Saga of Donald J. Trump. Could a reality TV star truly become the most powerful man in the world? Prepare to trace the improbable, turbulent, and utterly astonishing journey of Donald J. Trump. Born in 1946 in the borough of Queens, New York, Donald John Trump entered a world defined by the post-war American boom. His father, Fred Trump, was a formidable and successful real estate developer, primarily focused on middle-income housing in Brooklyn and Queens. From an early age, Donald was instilled with a relentless work ethic and a deep understanding of the transactional nature of business. Yet the young Trump possessed a restless ambition that sought a stage grander than his father's outer borough domain. Recognizing his son's raw, sometimes rebellious energy, Fred sent the 13-year-old Donald to the New York Military Academy. This rigorous, disciplined environment forged the competitive instinct that would become his trademark. After graduating from the Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania, Trump officially joined his father's company. He was not content to follow the established path. He wanted to go to Manhattan, the center of global power and finance, and put the Trump name on the most visible skyline in the world. The pivot to Manhattan was a masterstroke of branding and audacity. His first major project was the redevelopment of the Commodore Hotel into the glittering Grand Hyatt. This deal, involving complex negotiations with the city and securing a crucial 40-year tax abatement, marked Trump as a player of unique shrewdness. But it was the construction of Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue, completed in 1983, that cemented his identity. With its signature brass, pink marble, and gold finishes, it was not merely a building, it was a loud, unapologetic statement of wealth and aspiration. The Trump brand was born, synonymous with excess, luxury, and above all, winning. The late 1980s saw Trump's empire expand rapidly into casinos in Atlantic City, an airline, and a yacht. This period also introduced the first major financial roller coasters. By the early 1990s, burdened by massive debt fueled by the economic downturn, his empire teetered on the brink of collapse. The potential bankruptcy of his casino holdings was a crisis of epic proportions, yet he employed a high-stakes strategy of aggressive negotiation and reorganization, famously leveraging his personal brand to keep the structures intact. Observers predicted his ruin. Instead, he emerged, perhaps chastened, but more determined than ever, proving his unique ability to survive seemingly fatal setbacks. The true transformation from businessman to cultural icon, however, began in 2004 with the premiere of the reality television show, The Apprentice. The show recast Trump as the ultimate arbiter of success, perched in a boardroom throne, delivering the now legendary catchphrase, "You're fired." For millions of Americans, especially outside the traditional power centers, he was no longer a Manhattan real estate mogul, but a decisive, plain-speaking figure who embodied the American dream of success and ruthless efficiency. The show gave him something he never had before: nationwide, unfiltered, and deeply personal name recognition. The business executive had become a populist celebrity. This celebrity laid the groundwork for the most improbable chapter of his life. For decades, Trump had flirted with presidential runs, often dismissed as publicity stunts. When he descended the golden escalator of Trump Tower on June 16, 2015, to announce his candidacy for the Republican nomination, the political establishment laughed. They would not be laughing for long. His campaign was a radical departure from traditional politics. Ignoring focus groups and established political norms, he spoke directly and often provocatively, utilizing massive rallies and leveraging the power of social media to bypass traditional media filters. He tapped into a deep vein of disillusionment among a segment of the American populace, those who felt left behind by globalization, ignored by Washington, and culturally marginalized. His promise to make America great again was a simple, powerful rallying cry. Against a field of seasoned governors and senators, Trump systematically dismantled his primary opponents. His style, combative, unpredictable, and always commanding attention, confounded political analysts. They applied traditional metrics to a phenomenon that defied them. His strength lay in connecting emotionally with his base, framing himself as the ultimate outsider fighting a corrupt system. The 2016 general election campaign against Democrat Hillary Clinton was one of the most contentious in modern American history. The polls and nearly every political expert predicted a Clinton victory. The moment the results rolled in on election night, state by state, the blue wall of the Midwest crumbling, was a shocking, historical event. On January 20th, 2017, the businessman, the celebrity, the ultimate outsider was inaugurated as the 45th president of the United States.
The Trump presidency was predictably a period of unrelenting political turbulence. It was characterized by aggressive deregulation, the appointment of 3 conservative Supreme Court justices, a major overhaul of the tax code, and a focus on trade protectionism and border security. His America First foreign policy upended decades of established international relations. He was the only president in American history to be impeached twice by the House of Representatives, yet he remained a figure of singular devotion among his supporters. Donald J. Trump's story is not just a biography, it is a profound reflection of the American spirit, its ambition, its capacity for reinvention, and its appetite for spectacle. He shattered the myth that only those who follow a prescribed path can achieve the highest office. Whether viewed as a successful populist hero or a destructive political force, his ascent from a Queens real estate son to the leader of the free world remains an astonishing historical reality, a saga proving that in American life, the most unbelievable script can sometimes become the truth.